Hello, boils and ghouls. Welcome to Watchers Podcast with your hosts, Brad and Colson.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Are we square?
Four tails. Oh, Jesus, man, that's a coocher.
And here we go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Brad, here with Colson Oliver.
Hello.
And today, we're doing a top 10.
It's our Sunday Top 10.
Colson, do you like robots?
I do.
Do you like aliens?
I do.
Scientists?
Sure.
Great. How about science and fiction?
Love it.
Perfect. This is going to make it really easy because today we're doing our top 10 sci-fi films.
Okay.
Broad spectrum, very wide open for this.
Yeah.
But we're staying away from horror.
Yeah.
Just because we could have done a whole list of horror movies.
Exactly.
Do you think we're going to have any the same?
I think so, yeah. I do. I don't know how many. I'm thinking 2 or 3.
That's where I'm at too.
Okay.
I think we might have 2 or 3 the same.
Okay.
How was making this list?
Very, very hard.
Yeah?
This was one of the hardest top 10s I've ever had to do. Not only putting them in order, some sort of a organized order, but also getting them getting them in.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It is.
How was it for you?
It was tough. I was trying not to just make a list of movies that I've talked about before, too.
Right.
Because a lot of my favorite movies could have just filled this list. I specifically stayed away from, like, Marvel and stuff, too.
Okay.
Which made it even trickier.
Yeah. I was looking at my movies today, just making sure, and I was come across some Marvel ones, and like, is he gonna have a few Marvel ones? So
I was going to, and then I was like, well, maybe in the future we'll do a top 10 Marvel movies.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just kept them out.
Okay.
Showed some restraint.
The other issue I ran into was, is it science fiction? Is it not? Like, I have one on here. I'm wondering if it's going to be on yours. It might even be something that you didn't even think of.
Okay.
So I'll get your opinion. If you want to take it out and say that's not, I'll take it out. I got a few other ones. So yeah,
I think I know what it's going to be.
Okay.
I have a feeling in my head.
Okay.
And I think it almost made it onto my list, and then I didn't put it on.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Now I'm regretting it. Yeah, and if anyone's like, well, that's not sci-fi, I used Letterboxd, and I specifically picked science fiction as the genre. If you got a problem with it, take it up with them.
There you go.
Yeah.
I used my own collection, and I also used Ranker.
Nice.
So I wouldn't forget anything. So yeah. We're not going to go higher on the list. If you have it higher, you just get to it when you get to it?
Exactly.
Okay, we'll do it that way. That to not spoil a possible number 1 or 2.
Exactly.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to alter my list.
Alter last minute.
Last minute.
Wow.
Because the more I think about it, this movie has to be in there.
Okay, I like it.
All right. Your number 10.
My number 10, Total Recall.
Oh, cool.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Mission to Mars shit. I love this movie. It's great. Great practical effects with the whole mutant people. Great story.
Is this the triple booby movie?
It is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all I know about.
It's
Total Recall.
delicious. Yeah, great movie though. Schwarzenegger, one of his best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But and I watched the Colin Farrell remake. Have you seen that with Jessica Biel and
Oh yeah.
what I can't remember her name, but
I think I watched
Kate
that.
Beckinsale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Yeah.
But as a if you didn't know about Total, like it would be a pretty cool updated movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, the original Total Recall is my number 10.
Nice. My number 10 is a movie called Robot and Frank.
Okay.
It's about an old man who's like a retired jewel thief, and his kids are like worried about him, that he's can't take care of himself, so they get him a robot to help take care of him. And Frank teaches the robot how to steal jewels.
That's awesome.
Really good, like low budget
funny.
comedy. Great movie. You're number 9.
Number 9 for me. This one could be questioned, but it is a robot. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, nice.
This is really the only Tim Burton movie that I actually love.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of his other movies, and I hate other ones.
Yep.
This one I love.
Nice.
Watched it since I was a kid. Edward is a robot, but it's giant. It's I don't know. He looks human.
Yeah.
You know, he's got scissor hands, but underneath he's got no heart.
Right.
So
it definitely counts.
It counts. I guess.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Great movie though.
I need to watch that again. It's been a long time since
Okay.
I've seen Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And I don't fully remember it. I know I like it though.
Okay.
Might have to watch it soon.
Perfect.
My number 9 is Pacific Rim.
Okay.
Giant robots fighting giant monsters from the ocean.
Right.
The kaiju.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of fun. You have crazy fights. You got a robot swinging a tanker ship like a baseball bat at one point.
Right.
Yeah. It's light on story, but a fun, big budget action movie.
That's right.
Your number 8.
My number 8, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Okay.
Stanley Kubrick. Have you seen this movie?
Once.
Okay, it's a bizarre movie, but it's so well done. It's such a creepy, weird movie.
Yeah.
The shots of the astronauts kind of just jogging around that thing, like they're going up, it looks unbelievable for the time that this was made.
Yeah.
It looks great, and that creepy Hal fucking watching their mouths as it's all it is like a red light.
Yeah.
A robot thing, and they're trying to get away from it, so they go into another room and they're talking, and he's focusing on their mouths moving.
Yeah.
Just like Jesus Christ, like, well, very well done movie.
It is.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was going to watch it again recently, but then decided I might wait till I can get the 4K.
4K.
Like when it goes down in price a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick that up and watch it.
Yeah.
Just for the full effect.
I hear you. Yeah. You're number 8.
My number 8 is Source Code.
Okay.
Jake Gyllenhaal
Right.
is on a train that's exploding, and he has to figure out who's causing the explosion.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of like Groundhog Day scenarios
Right.
where he keeps reliving it over and over and over again. He's hooked up to some sort of thing keeping him alive to make him go back in over and over. It's pretty wild. One that I slept on for a while and didn't really watch it, and then once I did, I was like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah. No, a good movie.
You're number 7.
Number 7, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Ah, nice.
So let's just go ahead and throw the Dawn and War in there as well, because I'm going to cheat and get 3 in 1.
Yeah.
The whole I love them. I recently watched all the original Planet of the Apes movies, Beneath and Battle for, Conquest, whatever the fuck they're called. They're good movies. Every other one is good. The ones that aren't as good aren't bad.
Yeah.
They're just not. But this movie just set the bar so much higher, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Such a great story, building it into 3 movies that, you know, they rise, they're kind of, and then by the end, it's a full-out war.
Yeah.
I love them. They're really well done.
They are.
So yeah, that was my number 7.
That's a perfect pick.
But if I had to pick one, I would pick the first one.
Oh, okay.
Rise. If gun to my head, I'm picking the first one.
Yeah.
So there you go. Your number 7.
My number 7, movie starring Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Sci-fi people love this movie.
I've never seen this movie.
Blade Runner?
Never seen it.
I was hoping I'd trick some people there and they'd be like, oh, Star Wars.
I didn't even think of Star Wars.
No.
I immediately went to Blade Runner.
Star Wars isn't on my list.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Blade Runner's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
You would really like Blade Runner.
I don't know why. I love Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've never watched it.
And it's kind of like a cop movie. So you'd be into this.
Now, not to spoil your possible future one, but have you seen the Blade Runner? Is it 2049? Is that what it's called? The one with Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, I never did watch that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard it's good, but
Me too.
yeah, I don't know. I've never watched Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And I should.
It's really good.
Okay.
You got Rutger Hauer. Hauer?
How?
I don't know how to say his name, but I like him. He's a great bad guy in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison Ford is basically hunting down robots that look like humans.
Okay.
And shutting them down.
Yeah, I don't even know. I barely know anything about this movie. So yeah, I'll have to check that out.
You'll really like it.
Good. Okay. Number
yours.
6. My number 6 is The Prestige.
Oh, I never thought of that one.
Okay, this is the one that
That's a good
I
one.
was debating if you'd think of, because, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, there is a science fiction aspect to it.
Yeah, there is.
I don't want to spoil it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. The Christopher Nolan could have... He makes so many science fiction-y movies. This one... It's one of my favorite movies, and it's great.
Yeah. I think this might be my favorite Nolan movie.
Okay.
Even more than Batman. Yeah. I really like it.
There you go.
I never thought of it as... But yeah, you're right.
It's... Yeah, there's a whole thing there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You're number 6.
My number 6, Her.
Okay. I haven't seen this.
No?
No.
Keen Phoenix. It's kind of like when Siri and Alexa and stuff like that. I think it was mainly Siri was becoming popular for Google or Apple. This movie came out, and it's basically just like a little ear implant thing, and you have your personal assistant person that you can talk to at any time. And then it's voiced by Scarlett Johansson. Keen Phoenix talking to her. He's kind of like a loner type guy,
Right.
and ends up falling in love with her. Really good.
Yeah.
It's odd, but
I'm
really
excited
good.
to watch this one.
Yeah.
Fun fact, this is directed by Spike Jonze,
Yeah.
who hilariously is involved in the Jackass movies, of all things.
Yeah.
Spike Jonze is an Oscar winner
Yeah.
who is involved in Jackass.
Yeah. Also creator of like Where the Wild Things
That's
Are
right,
movie.
yeah.
Like it's
Crazy.
yeah.
Okay, I'll check that one out too.
It's good.
My number 5 is The Martian. I don't think you've seen this one.
Haven't seen it yet. No.
I won't spoil it for you. Matt Damon gets left on Mars.
Hey, spoilers.
Yes. I just gave you the first 8 minutes of the movie. Great movie.
Yeah.
Good cast. Yeah, it's. I love it. Ridley Scott again. He's great.
This is one that every time I see it, I'm like, I should watch that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think you'd like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just never do.
Yeah, you got to get to it.
Yep.
You're number 5.
My number 5, right in the middle of the pack, Jurassic Park.
Okay.
This was my last minute addition to my
Okay.
list. In fact, what did I even have there?
Oh, you got to remember now.
Oh no. I don't.
Forget.
I forget.
Jeez.
I should have left a little note. But yeah, I decided Jurassic Park was more.
I hear you.
More suited to the list.
Maybe one of my next 4 will jog your memory, and you'll be like, "That's what it was."
Maybe it could be.
I doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about Jurassic Park. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows what it is.
Definitely,
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. My number 4, The Terminator.
Ooh, the original?
Original.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead and group all 6 into the one.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, the original. I've seen a lot of people say that this is a horror movie because he is like a slasher. He's kind of going at whatever.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. It's a science fiction action movie to me, but I love it. I've talked about it a lot on here. Great movie though.
Awesome.
One of my favorites. So, your number 4.
My number 4 is Safety Not Guaranteed.
Okay.
A couple of like journalists, people decide to answer a newspaper article, like a want ad, and it's a guy claiming that he has a time machine.
Right.
It says right in the thing, like, safety not guaranteed.
That's right.
So they're like, this is going to be a good interview. They go to interview the guy, start talking to him. He has his time machine, and I won't spoil the rest of the movie. But it's a lot of fun.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
My number 3, Jurassic Park.
I knew it'd be on your list somewhere.
Again, like you said, it's one of the most famous movies out there, I think.
Yeah.
I love it. It's not much I don't get excited for about this movie. Almost everything in it I just love.
It's so great. Start to finish.
Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
Your number 3.
My number 3, District 9.
Okay.
I love this movie. It's I forget the guy's name, Charlton Copley or something. He has a very strange name.
The main guy. The main guy.
Yeah.
I'll look it up while you yap about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Charlton Copley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He it's sort of shot like a documentary at first, where he's going around and there's these aliens that are stuck on Earth called the prawns.
Yeah.
They've been put into this area called District 9. It's like rundown sheds, kind of like a favela type thing in Brazil or something. There's a lot of like racism tones in this with like how people are being treated. But then he ends up getting infected and becoming one of the prawns, and
that's right.
It's a pretty wild movie.
Yeah. I'm going to stick on this one for just a minute here.
Yep.
I saw this movie in theaters. This is one of my worst theater experiences ever because people were going fucking insane by the end of it, screaming in the theater, and I hate that shit. It was funny looking back on it now, but there I wanted to kill, punch people in the head. But I have a slight bone to pick with you.
Okay.
Chappie. You don't like Chappie?
I hate Chappie.
Okay.
I think it's terrible.
I bought the movie because I had never seen it before, and I wanted to watch this, and I seen this one, but I hadn't seen Chappie. Watched it. I like Chappie more than this movie.
Really?
Yeah. And I saw, after I rated it on Letterboxd, I saw that you had given it a really low score, and I was like, oh, this fucking guy hates Chappie. I thought Chappie was really, really good. Very sad, there's a scene in there where he gets attacked, and it's horrible.
I don't like the group he's with.
They
disgust me.
And I like those people. I thought they were great. They're the South African, I can't remember what the hell their name of their music group is, but
yeah,
I like them. So yeah, I was curious about that, but anyway, okay. District 9
was my number 3.
So my number 2 is Back to the Future.
That's what I took off to put Jurassic Park in.
Was it really?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
Yep.
So it did jog the old memory.
Yep.
Yeah, this movie, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's great.
The whole trilogy, the third one's definitely the weak link, but it's not a bad movie at all. fantastic. I love them. So yeah, Back to the Future. The first one, if I had to pick, it's the first one.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, great movie.
I like in that movie how when things get changed in the past, it alters it in the future and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like I think it's called like the Doubletree Mall or
Yeah,
something.
it's Twin Pines
Twin
Mall,
Pines, that's what it is.
Yeah, and then he hits it on his way out. It's the Lone Pine Mall.
Yeah, I love that.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, small things like that all throughout that movie. Just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Moon.
Okay.
Sam Rockwell plays an astronaut, or I guess he's an astronaut.
Yeah.
He's on like a moon base, and they're doing like mining research kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wakes up to find out he has a clone up there with him, and things just go crazy from there.
That's right.
Very, very good movie. A lot of humor, a lot of just weird stuff, crazy parts to it.
Yeah.
Kind of has that Space Odyssey feel
Yeah.
at times as well. Definitely recommend it.
My number 1, Interstellar.
Oh, good one.
This is one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies of all time. This one is up there for sure.
With how many movies there are, it still means something.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Interstellar is phenomenal. It's such a great movie.
It is.
We watch it once a year. I have it on 4K.
Oh, that'd look good.
It's really fun. Great watch. I love space, so this is just this is it for me.
Yeah.
And I love Matthew McConaughey as well.
Yeah. I like the robot in this.
Yeah.
He's just like a
Tarzan.
big cube.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Interstellar.
Nice. My number 1, Ex Machina.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. I had to put it on the list.
Yeah.
I love this movie.
It's a good one.
A guy that works at a call center for an eccentric, like, kind of like a Richard Branson,
right.
Jeff Bezos kind of guy. Gets told he's been selected to go to his secret area to test out a new AI.
Yeah.
Turns out the AI is like a human robot hybrid type thing, and he has to talk to it and figure out if it feels like he's talking to a human or a robot.
That's right.
And another one that just goes off the rails from there.
Sure does.
One of the first times I think I've seen Oscar Isaac in a movie too.
Yeah.
He's really good in this.
Yeah, he kind of blew up after this movie.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely, yeah.
To the point of he just wrapped up doing a Marvel show.
Okay, yeah, Moon Knight, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So that's my number 1. Your number 1 was Interstellar. Great pick.
Yeah.
Let us know below your favorite sci-fi movies. We're interested to see your list as well. That'll do it for this week. We'll be back next week with something a little bit different. And Colson, sorry for accidentally playing footsie with you just now. Bye.